Hello everyone, this is Endgame Arts. We're doing another unboxing, another breakdown, another demo. This is Tropical, the complete collection. Just to start off real quick, this automatically comes with all the DLC on the disc that's ever come out. Everything's on it. As well, every single updates that ever been released is on it as well. There's no updates period for this game. It's the complete and utter collection for this game. Now, to point out, this is actually the first Tropical game I've ever played. I never played the last four ones. Now, I know the fourth one came out on Xbox 360. And I was really eager to get my hands on these because I really enjoy these games where you build cities and like more of a simulator and stuff like that, where you rule a city or build a house or whatever the case may be is. I just really love these strategic kind of games like this, especially simulators like these. I know most people would say to play these kind of games are on PC because that's where they usually really generally focus, but I really love them when they're on console. I don't know what it is. When they're on console, I fall in love with them, whether they're a strategy game, building up game, or whatever the case may be. I just love them. Now, in this game is no different. I remember playing back in the old PS1 days. I don't know if anybody remembers SimCity 2000. I spent hours and hours as a child playing that. And there's not too many games that support this formula anymore on consoles anymore. It's a pretty dead thing. And it's nice to see at least one game get released on next generation, or these current generation consoles. And it's not bad at all. It's definitely a worth game. You can even... I was surprised to see you were able to create your own little dictator or prime minister, however you want to look at him. You could be a guy or female. There's several outfits and everything like that within the game. There's a lot available on this physical copy you can buy. You can even play 3 campaigns. It's also got some little missions you can play as well. It can also has you allowed to choose your own scenario. It has like 4 rows of maps you can choose, or pre-made maps, or even have your generate your own map. So there's like hours of worth time you can play of just trying out all these kind of styles and stuff. And the game focuses a lot on you just, of course, building your empire and building your how do you say, tropical paradise. And then you start in the colonial era, and you got the World War era. Mostly they say World War, but it mostly refers to World War II. And you have the Cold War, and as well you have the modern era. Now, there's like I said, you can see right now, this is me just setting up a generated map. Now, I was a little disappointed on the generated map. You're allowed to generate your own maps and everything, but when you pick like very big or like put a mountain, it's very mountainy. Usually, it just puts like one big mountain. It doesn't put like everything, like a bunch of mountains everywhere. It's a little disappointing on that field. It definitely seems like it focuses more on you picking their pre-selected maps, and I would have appreciated if it allowed me to actually create my own maps than just work on some random generator. I thought that would have been a really big plus that allow me to, like in the old days of the SimCity, we can create your own maps. Now we're going here and jumping into the game. The game works great on the controllers. It works great with the controller. It's a little first. You got to get the hang of it. You have to hold R2 and L2 to navigate through the menus and stuff like that, and pick you hit triangle to activate your purchase store, and it takes a minute to get a hang of, but quickly you adapt to it and it works great. And I love the fact that there's like a little bit of voice acting for when someone's talking to you. There's like a lot of requests and missions, side quests and stuff like that you can do. And like I said, you can have children, you can actually have a wife, and just depending on your choices in the game how you want to approach it. Like I said, there's a lot of availability in this collection, and like I said, it comes with everything on it, so there's really can't argue with it. Now, like I said, these games are a lot slower paced than their typical action-packed FPS or racing games or whatever case you might be into. These games are just move at your own pace. You can stop time, you can speed up time. It's just a slow and steady game. If you've ever known the SimCity or a Sim theme parks kind of games, usually just any simulator game, they generally are a lot slower, and you work at your own pace. And I really like those kinds of games. Now, I like to sometimes just sit back and watch my city grow and have this paradise and this ideal setup. And now this game's not just strictly about city building and everything like that. It's also got like armies you gotta build up and resist other factions and stuff like that, or prevent like the crown of the empire attacking you, or even if you're in World War era, you can get the Axis or the Allies attacking you. Even you got rebellions if you're like a bad dictator or prime minister, however you want to look at it. Now, I set the population to 200. That's why you see a lot of people walking on the screen. But It's a really good game. The only thing I seem to flaws I kind of noticed in the game was sometimes when the game's like, I think it's an autosave function, but all of a sudden out of nowhere the screen will just switch over to a loading screen on you out of nowhere, and I'm assuming that's for it to autosaving. It didn't only happen like twice on me, and I don't really know the purpose of it, but it does. You're like, what happened? What's wrong with this? Is it gonna try to load some cutscene? And secondly, the music is good. It's really good, but also it can be kind of disorienting and distracting. Either turn off the music or try to turn it down because it's pretty loud. I noticed that when I was playing it. But other than that, I can't really say there's any really other flaws. Sometimes in case you like trying to put down a road or something like that, I noticed that sometimes if you put a building like around it and you put another building by it as well and you try to like put a road, it'll prevent it from working for some reason. So sometimes it happens, sometimes it doesn't happen. I'm not sure why. It's not like game breaking or anything like that. Usually it's best to put your road down first before you put your buildings down like that. Now that's usually how you played in SimCity, but just a fair note for those who might be try something out like that. Other than that, I have to give this a high recommendation. Like I said, it comes with everything on the disc, DLC as well, updates as well. So I don't see no reason not to buy this, especially if you're into these kinds of games. This is like a no-brainer to pick up, and it's great for physical collectors as well, because this is our dream idea here, is getting everything on the disc. And the fact, like I said, there's not too many versions of these games on the current gen console, and hardly was even in existence on the last generation console at that as well. So it's well worth a pickup on your current gen console just for something new to try out on it. So I'll leave links down in the description if you're curious of buying a copy, which I highly recommend you do. If you are interested in it, of course. Hit that like and subscribe button if you want to see more videos from me. I try to keep on these collection videos, is try to keep them up to date for you guys. That way you can know what's on the disc, because I'm a collector too, and I like the content on the disc as well. So thank you all for watching. I appreciate every single one of you, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye bye.